What are some highlights from the year? Just like for you, it can be just like in your own games or just in the server.
Alta.
I made Malphite
Yes.
jungle work.
Tell them about the bee.
Okay. So one time in the Tilt Benders chat, I posted a picture of a bee, and I was like, "Yo, it's a stinger." And Katie was like, "No, it's a tail." So then I literally went to Google and I searched up a diagram of a bee where it literally said stinger, and I'm like, "Katie, you are just politically wrong. This is correct, and you have to accept it." She's like, "It's a tail," and I'm like, I was so mad. And it's so a debate. Like, she still doesn't believe me. Like, straight up, I'm like, "It's a stinger." She's like, "No, it's a tail." Like, even to this day. And I'm trying to get her to I'm trying to
Bro,
convince
Gaga
her.
say it's a tail. What do you mean?
No, it's a stinger though. What do you mean?
Bro.
You don't say, "Oh no," you say, "I got stung."
Any other highlights from people?
I got Mastery 7 in Jin. I don't know. He's the only.
Oh yeah.
Jay got Mastery 7 in general.
That's right.
I need
Yeah,
one
okay.
more and 7 for Senna.
Hey,
wow.
I need one more. Is Donnie gonna lose his job?
Yeah.
I was able to win 3 clashes this last clash season.
Yeah, one more.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
I don't have too many highlights for the server because I was kind of gone like most of the year. Wasn't really in the server
But
much.
you're back. Hey.
I am back, yeah, and I'm gonna be hopefully a part of the server more next year. But like personal highlights, I finally made it to gold for like the 4th time this season.
Hey.
Hey.
I made it to gold, got D-ranked, made it to gold, got D-ranked. It was a process.
All right then. Let's see. Question 2 is, what were some challenges for this year?
Becoming confident. I used to be
Trying to
very-
not face check a bush.
That's a very important one.
Yeah. I mean, I used to be really like not confident in playing League of Legends, and like I used to like be like very I couldn't pull the trigger on a lot of things where I could actually like kill an opponent, and so I ended up making my gameplay like a lot less effective. But I kind of fixed that when joining the team, and also got help from a lot of people in support. So like
Yeah,
it definitely improved my my overall outlook on the game and just my overall
Do
ability.
you remember that one time I baited you onto your kill, but then you died?
I don't want to talk about it.
Any other challenges?
Mine's the same as always though. I overcommit to like everything else. Like I focus on helping other people instead of like improving my own skills. So I kind of just slack off basically every year. It's the same cycle for me.
One of my challenges is that when I'm playing ranked, I like to troll myself and I get bored of playing one champion, so then I end up playing a bunch of champions and then I end up de-ranking. So next year I should focus on playing like 3 champions max.
Ooh.
There's no shame in, trying to generalize and all that stuff.
Yeah, but if I want to generalize, I should probably just play norms.
I know for me, my challenge is I've moved 3 times in the past like 18 months,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm moving again in a couple weeks. So like that's been a challenge to even like have time to play.
True.
Or even time to do life.
Oh yeah.
That is a big one, yes. No life.
Oh, I have
Challenge
another
for me is
challenge.
I'm having to move out my parents' house in 2 months. And I've been living in that house for over 16 years.
Breaking into the music industry for me. Oh, Christ. It's just everybody wants to hear the same thing, and with my style of music, at least, I don't deliver because I like making weird stuff, and nobody, a lot of people, aka common listeners, don't really want to hear anything that deviates from the formula that they're so used to, whether it's like pop, rap, electronic music, whatever. There's always
Cash money, eh?
But I,
terms of community, how did you feel this year? Did you feel really connected? Did you feel like there's things that we can work on? Just in general, how did you feel community went this year?
I feel it's grown a lot. I feel like it's been doing pretty good about that.
From the short time that I've been here this year, like, so I was here most of last year, pretty much all of last year, and you guys have definitely grown a lot, or we definitely have grown a lot.
I was pulled in here by our resident Diana One Trick, the wonderful heretic.
What you were saying.
And I just have to say, I have deeply regretted every single moment I've spent in this game. Like, why did I let myself get pulled back in here? I'm not around too much, and whenever I am, all of the members here have been fairly welcoming of the no rank Jin One Trick. So, hey.
I think this is probably just like not a negative, but like I feel like our community, while it's gotten bigger, it's mostly been increasing from like the aspect of like more competitive gameplay. Like it's been good in that sense, but we've kind of like a lot of our casual players have kind of just like a little bit gone away and then come back, and then you know how the casuals are.
That's been really cool.
Yeah, the community is really awesome. I like it. It's fun, interactive, many events, all the above.
Yeah, you can tell all the work the officers have put in to like make the community better too. That's really good.
I was gonna say a lot of times I think I just hop in chat, even if I'm not playing League, and people will join, and they're like, "Hey, what are you playing?" And like, if I'm like, for instance, if like I'm gonna play Overwatch, I'm in Overwatch, and people like either join in or I'll switch over or whatever. It's just honestly, you just hop into a room, people will join and talk to you, and sometimes you might like end up having like a 6-man Overwatch team or something.
I think we've come a long way in the last couple of years where the toxicity is not as bad. We've had
Oh
a few,
yeah, for sure.
we've had a few
I
issues,
remember.
of course. I mean, Dragfer is still super toxic, but we're working on it.
Oh no, it's gotten way better.
Question number 4 is, how did this year go for you in terms of coaching? And you can talk about the coaching SCJ if you want to.
I'll take that up first because I was a part of almost every single one because of somebody. It was it's interesting. It's interesting to watch the players improve and to watch like certain players get better at certain things and the aspects that they miss. And it's also good to have the instant feedback on the players. Like your instant like mistakes in the game, but it's good to like have the feedback of like what you're doing wrong so that you can at least adjust.
We also have, so Alana's our head coach with Razka as a coach, and then we added on another coach, Puppers, and then we have another coach who isn't fully in yet, but we have about 4 coaches. So we've added coaches throughout the year. So I know from the coaches' perspective, they wanted to keep it just GGC for now to kind of figure out how to really do that well. So that could be a goal for next year to really recruit.
Ish. And so it's kind of interesting going from one coach to another. Obviously no coach is the same, but I'm also good friends with all the coaches. And so I talk to them on the regular, and they're very super chill about that kind of stuff. So I'm like, hey, what's your opinion on this? Can you help me out with this? They're more than willing to help out, which is good.
I think from the tilt vendor side, at least my perspective, the coach is very, very good. I've had a lot of one-on-one coaching with him, and also he's helped me a lot, like morally. Like he's helped like boost morale. So it's not just in-game stuff that he's been helping out with, but also just like emotional stuff too. So he's definitely been really good, and I appreciate it.
Play the way I can play, and he really taught me. This is something I didn't get till after, but he really taught me that like this game's supposed to be a game. It's supposed to be fun, and I take things very seriously with everything. And so having, someone there to say, hey, remember, it's just a game, like, have fun with it, is a huge boost.
All right, so question 6 is, what's something you hope for in the future for GGC? So next year, 2020.
Pop-Tart.
All right, Valk hitting gold. Nobody's gonna say anything.
Platinum, jeez, way to set the bar low. Just kidding.
We hit silver. Come on, we just gotta get it up one more rank. We gotta get it up to gold.
I want to see just another big growth, because like last year, if you think about it, there was a spot where we like had a massive growth of people towards, I want to say it was February, March.
Yep.
And I want to see that happen again.
I already said this earlier. I really feel like our recruiting has kind of dropped off for like lower tiers. So like if we built the community like how we built it is based off of like growing our community from the bottom up. So if we could just keep recruiting from the bottom up and then just growing as a community like that, it would be better for us because we at least know each other. Like everybody here knows all of our bad moments. Like they've all seen us fail horribly. It's happened. Everybody's seen us get stomped, and so like yeah, it's good to watch everybody grow, and that's helped our community continue to be what it's been. So that's what I would like to see us continue to do.
For next year, I want to see for esports teams, we have two esports teams, and I think you guys practice semi normally. But I think it'd be really cool to expand the esports teams. That way, we can really get like teams that want to be competitive and that want to like expand out and play other teams at a competitive level. So I think it'd be cool to maybe get to like 3 or 4 esports teams that are playing normally, and that'll be a good way to separate the people that want to be actually competitive, and then we can still have the SCGN tournaments for just for like it'll be like semi-competitive, but also like for fun.
Or like, I want to like, get better at the game and like be on a team and that kind of stuff. And like that's cool too. But it's easiest to coach if you have everyone around the same elo. And so one issue is getting that restriction. Like you have to get 5 people of the same elo who can all meet, who all have a coach sponsoring them. And it'd be really great to get that kind of thing set up. But having teams to coordinate that kind of stuff is a lot.
Yeah, for
why I
sure.
said
To
it's
kind of
it-
and well, to kind of support what you said, I think like maybe one way to supplement that would be either add more coaches for the express purpose of this kind of idea, and then kind of have these teams become a staple. Because Frogs of War originally, like the first 3 months, we had the practice on Saturdays, and we changed our practice to be SCGN. And so we showed up for like 2 or 3 months straight, and that was great. That was fun. But then when people's lives change, it becomes harder.
That's why we're saying like it'd be cool to have more players just to have like another team so that you guys can have grim practice against or have replacements for your team in case your team doesn't have the full 5.
Yeah, the
Sounds
more
cool.
people we have is going to be a lot better because the more people, the more like open people's schedules are going to be. So they're just going to have a lot more time to play.
Mhm.
If you have like maybe 6 or 7 people on a team, that's going to be really hard to coordinate. But if you have like 10 or 15, it's going to be a little bit easier.
Well, next year will definitely be interesting for our teams. I know we have quite a bit planned and a lot more to discuss for that as well. All right, let's just go down the list really quick. Drumble, will you be here next year?
Oh, I sure hope so.
Ryder?
I plan on it, but you never know what happens with me.
No.
No,
Jackber?
as of
Sorry,
right
go
now,
ahead.
yeah, definitely plan on being there next year.
Jackber? Ray?
We'll find out on Sunday.
Oh, jeez. Newts?
I'm planning on it.
And me as well. Does anyone have anything else they want to add to the recording?
Yeah, I wanted to actually thank all the officers and most of the people that are higher up as well because like they do such a great job with the community. Like a lot of the stuff they do we don't always see, so we should thank them. Like Rosca, Alan, Puppers, Alta. I don't know who Houseboy is. I'm sorry. All these people that have done all the groundwork for us to be here. Avenge Warlock as well, even though he's not as active. He was one of the people that did a lot of the groundwork for us. And so, all the people that did the groundwork, as well as you, Valk, you've been an amazing, leader to the server. Try to keep it a community and great. Yeah, it's a huge thanks to you.